Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and Pokemon GO Fest 2025 has just finished here in the UK. We've just gone past 8 PM, which is the finish time for all of the raids. So unfortunately, no more Zacian and Zamazenta on raids. We're going to go through how many shinies, how many hundos, how much XP we've also had throughout these last 2 days of Pokemon GO Fest. But here in the UK, it's been a very hot and humid couple of days. So not something we're used to here in the UK, but we've managed to still get quite a decent haul of shinies and a decent haul of XP as well. So we'll put the screen up and we'll go through what we had on both days, both Saturday and Sunday of the event. So let's get that screen up now, and we'll first of all, we'll type in shiny and age 0 to 2. So we should be able to see how many shinies we've had over the last 2 days with that search. And as you can see, if we go shiny and age 0 to 2, you can see that we actually managed to get a decent amount of shinies, 59 shinies in total. And if we go right down to the bottom, you can see here that it started with a Frigibax hatched from an egg on Friday. And then we got a Regieleki on Friday, on the raid hour on Friday. But the Saturday spawn started with an incense spawn of the unknown that I actually wanted shiny before the event started. It was the only letter of unknown that I needed shiny, and it was unknown H. And we finally managed to get it shiny with the very first incense spawn. So very lucky that we managed to get that so early on. Then we had a couple of Houndours, followed by a red Flabébé, which is the one that we do get here in the UK. So still very happy with it, but still we wanted the other colours. So we'll see in a minute if we manage to get those other colours. We got a Gothafita, a Rangaroo, Torkoal, which is a very cool shiny because of course it's a regional that we don't normally get here in the UK. Then we managed to get a couple of other quite cool shinies, the likes of Scraggy, Vullaby, LGM as well. Unknown L, so the unknowns were definitely a lot more shiny boosted this year to what they were previous years. Previous years they've probably been half odds or full odds, but this year they definitely seem to be popping off shinies more often than not. And we also managed to get a Pachirisu as well, which again is a regional that we don't get here in the UK. So Pachirisu, definitely wanted that going into the event, and thankfully we managed to get that on Saturday. Blue Flabébé is one of the regional Flabébés that we don't get here in the UK, so super happy with that. Then we've got a couple of other Pokemon which we do get here in the UK. The yellow Flabébé, I think, is another regional that we don't get here normally in the UK, which was decent. Then we got another unknown L as well, and 2 Skidoos back to back on the incense on Saturday, on the final habitat on Saturday that it appeared on the incense. And Skidoo back to back off that incense. Very happy with that. The Skidoo family is now complete. We hatched one from a 5-kilometer egg earlier on in the week, and we got 2 from the incense. So you don't actually need 2 for the family because it only evolves once, but still it's very nice to get that shiny and to be able to give it to somebody else as a trade if they have something that I'm still missing. Then we've got a Munna, Spheal, Bergmite, so a bit more of a common shinies there. Flabébé again, blue one, so very happy with that. Then we managed to get a Zamazenta traded to us. Unfortunately, after around about 40 raids, we didn't manage to get a shiny Zamazenta, and I was lucky friends with somebody, so they did give me one from a lucky trade. Unfortunately, 2188 is a hundo, 2149 wasn't a fantastic lucky trade, but still very kind gesture of them, being that I missed out on a shiny after so many raids on Saturday. Then Sunday kicked off with a shiny Duskull before the event had even started. So around about 8 o'clock in the morning, we managed to get this little shiny Duskull from our home stop, and very nice indeed. And then we managed to do a lucky trade. Somebody gave me a lucky Pachirisu shiny, which went to a 96 lucky. So very cool. 15, 14, 14 on the stats there. Gothafita, Falinks with a costume. We raided this so much on Saturday, and on Sunday, after around about 5 raids into the day with Falinks, we managed to get the shiny on the 5th raid. Very happy with this. The shiny costume Falinks. And of course, in Pokemon ZA, the new upcoming Switch game, Falinks does have a Mega evolution. Now, of course, costumes don't go over to the Megas, but still, it's very, very cool that this one could Mega evolve in the near future. So super happy with that. In terms of stats, it was weather boosted, so 1636 isn't as good as what the non-weather boosted would have been, ending in 36, but still 1636 gives us a decent 3-star, only just a 3-star, 12, 12, 13 on that one, so still very, very happy with that. Machop, then we got an unknown D, so again, unknowns popping off quite regularly on this year's Go Fest. Frigibacks, super happy with that one. Spheal, unknown R, so super happy with another unknown. For Coco, Skrelp, another for Coco, level 1 as well. Unknown S, super, super happy with another unknown. Jangamo, couple of Jangamos, obviously lost its touch a little bit with us recently having a community day, but still a very, very cool shiny. Then we had a couple of Zacians. After around about 33 raids, we finally got our first Zacian on Sunday as a shiny. And then after that, we actually managed to get 3 in total. So around about 3 shiny Zacians in around about 50 raids that we did on Sunday. So still a bit of a slow start. Eventually got better towards the end of the day. And these Zacians here, you can see 2139, not fantastic. 2188 is a hundo. And 2146 there, so a little bit better, but still not fantastic. Then we managed to get an unknown O, followed by another Pachirisu and a Sandshrew, a Lowland Sandshrew, which is generally boosted anyway. Then we had another unknown O, and then we had our last Zacian. And this one, it was a shiny with a background, and my son actually managed to get a shiny one with a background as well. And we lucky traded it, and it went to a 98 with a background. So shiny Zacian with 98 with a background. Super, super happy with this lucky trade. I think his went to a 93 as well, a 15, 15, 12. So overall, a very, very cool lucky trade. Both of us getting lucky, shiny Zacian with that special background. Super, super happy with this. And it will be the one that I change the form on in the next couple of days. And we've got 7,000 energy there, so we can actually change 7 Zacians into the sword form if we wanted to, but we need 7 decent ones to do that, and I don't think we've got 7 decent ones, but still very, very happy with this Zacian. And then just after the event, we managed to get a shiny Lickitung as well. So very, very happy with the shinies that we've managed to get over the Go Fest weekend. Let me know what your favourite shiny is over this weekend. Did you manage to get any shiny background of Zamazenta or Zacian as well? Let me know in the comments. So let's just have a quick look and see if we did manage to get any hundos over these last 2 days. And let's type in 4-star there and age 0, and we didn't. So no hundos. Our last hundo was on Wednesday raid hour with this Reggie Drago. So super cool hundo, but unfortunately no hundos over the weekend. So last but not least, let's have a quick look and see how much XP we've earned since Saturday morning. So Saturday morning we went into Go Fest with 810.3 million XP. And now we are finished on 820.1 million, so an increase of 9.8 million throughout the weekend. So very, very cool, around about 5 million a day nearly, so super happy with that. Yesterday we spent the day around my local village with my son, just doing a few live streams as well, but today we spent it in our local community, hosting as an ambassador role, which I am in a community setting. So very, very happy to spend the day with them today and get loads of Zacian raids done. Hopefully they managed to get loads of decent stuff as well. But let me know in the comments what you think of Pokemon Go Fest 2025, how your weekend has been. Hopefully you've had just as much luck as me, if not more. Let me know in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Like this video, subscribe to the channel as well, turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.